handle the truth.
KLW World News coming to you live here on this early Sunday morning, early Sunday afternoon over in Europe. And we are honored to have no other than Mr. Anderson with us. How are you, sir?
Tired, excited, concerned. How are you?
I'm good. I did not mean to disturb you on a Sunday, but
When I said to you that I needed to get some Tuesdays back, that doesn't mean I need every other day taken up.
Well, that's okay. I'll give you Tuesday back. I'm just going to take the rest of them.
Take the rest of them. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah, go on.
you know that over the weekend, the Baltic states agreed to a mutual evacuation. So is that they would help each other and share border information with each other in the event that they needed to evacuate. And we're seeing that right now. Estonia fighters, L-39s, left out of this airfield we showed you here on the northern end of the Gulf of Finland. This is a very vulnerable airbase. We've flown this, we've attacked this. We've shown how easy it is to take out all of the hangars here with just a flyby. And so we saw the fighters take off. One of our members saw this earlier today. Saw the fighters take off, and have they flown out of Estonia? You bet your life. They flew out of Latvia. They flew across Lithuania. They flew through the Suwalki Gap, and they landed at this secure Polish airfield. This is a Polish military field. This is not a public airfield. They landed here just a short time ago. So they have evacuated their fighter jets out. Now, that's not the real concerning part for me. This is the real concerning part. So we know what is up this road. This is Kaliningrad. This is Poland. You follow this road to the north, there's a battalion of Russian mechanized equipment right here. This is also where they have the bridge crossing equipment and the artillery and all kinds of stuff. And you're like, okay, Lee, that's interesting. Is that why they're mapping out both sides of the road below it on a Sunday afternoon of all days? Let's move to the west.
We don't do this on Sundays, by the way.
I know that. Let's move to the west. Here's the other road coming down out of Kaliningrad. They're mapping both sides of that road. What is directly to the north of that? You'll never guess. The other military base with the biggest helicopter pad in the world, with S-400s on the north end, fighter jets, bombers, S-400 on the south end. And you go, okay, that's interesting to map. This is the most interesting to map. These are the two routes. These are the two main routes through the Suwalki Gap. Where are they mapping? Both of those freaking roads and the area in between at the same time. This is not good. This is not good at all. And the worst part about that is the road down here after, this is this road south. This is where they come across the border. There's a small town here. This main road continues south. Where does it go? It goes further south to this small town. What are they doing? They're mapping that town too. I don't like any of this. I don't like the fact that the 8th Air Force has deployed their Ospreys to northern Finland. I don't like the fact that the Estonians have evacuated their aircraft. I don't like the fact that just a little while ago we had a 268 character EAM. I don't like the fact that the Doomsday plane has departed and is now headed out over the east coast of the United States across the Atlantic. None of this looks good. None of this sounds good. I don't think any of this is good. Also, when you come down to the lower part down here and you look at where the surveillance flights were, and let me get it for you here on this map. You remember the areas along the border here where we have been watching these surveillance aircraft look along the border? Well, we were just here the other day looking at what's here along the border. Down here, where they've been paying a lot of attention, well, guess what? This is where they've got that giant training center in the woods right here. And if you want to match that up, what I've been doing is I've been overlaying the...
Just an FYI, these areas they're mapping out here along the Polish-Belarusian border, these are the ones, as you said, we were looking at these the other day. These are the outposts that are on the other side of the defensive line.
Yes. Yes.
All of these.
Yes. Yep. All of these. And that giant training center, they had all of those men. This is.
Yes, I was actually going to. Yeah, I was going to bring that up. So we've got on the Kaliningrad. Well, do what you're going to do first, and then we'll go to the map.
You go back down here to Belarus, and you come over and you look at it right here, and we'll try to line the two up together here. I've been practicing this, so I'm not as bad as I used to be.
I've got it. You've got a watchtower there with the training center that you pointed out.
So I can go this one, and then this one, and I can flip back and forth between the two.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Then I can transform like this, and then I can align the two. Oh!
Yeah.
So we have the search pattern here, and here's the base. Search pattern, and see how they're looping back and forth? Right here is the base.
There's also a major electronic warfare site just southwest of that position where that base is.
Yeah, right here.
And I'm assuming they're looking at that too.
Oh, I would think, yeah. But the fact that they're all over this one, okay? And then we've got another one up here. This is the one they were looking at 2 days ago.
I'm not seeing it.
Oh, sorry. This one here.
Yes.
So this is the one they were just looking at. This is the one they were looking at just 2 days ago. And then there was another one up here that they were looking at that was right along the border. So up here's where they have the barracks. They circled this multiple times. There's the airpad or the helipad for it. So we look where they're going today. Over here. They're going up here to the straight stretch. And where are they flying? Let's bring it in here for you. So there's the notch. Let me bring that back up so it's like this. Because I want to get the two together. So they are paying close attention. Actually, I want to come down more because they're going up further than that. So they're covering 2 facilities here. So they're right on it.
And that one up to the north there.
To the north.
That's
right
another one on the it's on the other side of on the inside of the defensive line.
Yeah. And we'll take a closer look at it. There it is. It's the same one they were looking at yesterday. Or excuse me, the day before yesterday.
That that's the one we pointed out where they've got that's a Mi-26 helipad that doubles as a rifle range.
Yep, and this is the long-range range. This is where I pointed out that they are closer to the Polish border than they are to the targets. They are shooting farther to hit the targets on their rifle range than they are to hit the border. This is Absolutely insane what we're seeing here. So you've got, let me go back to the quad here. Now, we also had the 8th Special Forces came up here. Oh, great. Royal Air Force is showing up with a Voyager. We had the 8th Special Forces up here. They turned their transponder off before they got to wherever they were going. We've seen the Estonian Air Force make their way all the way down here to this airfield. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, when I get done here with Jonny, because I'm not going to keep him all day. I know it's a Sunday and he's got other things to do other than babysit me.
I can come back later this afternoon. But
yeah, that would be good.
As in later this afternoon your time, but I do have to disappear for a few hours today.
Yeah, whatever you got to do, buddy. I'm just glad you were able to come in so I could show this to you.
Yeah, I can come back later. That's fine.
Yeah, you call me whenever you're ready to come back. But I wanted to show you guys everything that was going on here so you could see it in real time. This is also being rebroadcast on YouTube right now. I'm not playing any of the videos. I'm not going to play any of the videos because on YouTube I will get a copyright strike. I do want to play one video here. I will play it in the background. So is that you can hear it here, Jonny. And that's the best way to do this. Here we go.
That's okay. I saw this video. That's where Putin went to the artillery factory.
No. I got another one I want to show you.
Oh, okay.
In a move raising alarms across the region, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia have signed a sweeping evacuation pact, not in response to disaster, but in anticipation of conflict.
No,
as NATO fortifies.
Okay,
it's all right.
We'll fix that for you. One moment. This is the great part about doing it this way, is I can actually send you stuff that you can watch and hear. They can only hear it, but you can see it. Hear it now?
Yeah.
In a move raising alarms across the region, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia have signed a sweeping evacuation pact, not in response to disaster, but in anticipation of conflict. As NATO fortifies its eastern frontier, the Baltic trio is now bracing its civilian population for wartime scenarios on Russia's doorstep. Finalized in Vilnius on Friday, the agreement commits the three states to unify evacuation routes, exchange border intelligence, and synchronize crisis responses. Officially labeled as civil protection, the scope and speed of the plan point to a broader military calculus, one that echoes NATO's expanding footprint near Russia's northern flank. A joint statement confirmed that the interior ministers had signed a memorandum to bolster regional civil protection. Lithuania's Interior Minister, Vladislav Kondratovich, said,
"It is important for the Baltic countries to adopt a unified approach and coordinate actions in the event of threats. Clear algorithms and rapid information exchange are necessary to avoid impulsive behavior, both in preparation for and during a crisis."
But with no immediate attack in sight, critics suggest the urgency is less about protection and more about provocation. The preparations imply an expectation of war, not peace. Tensions are set to escalate further, with Zapad 2025, massive Russian, Belarusian military exercises slated for September. NATO officials have already voiced concern, calling the drills a threat. But Moscow recalls how similar claims in 2021 were used to justify unprecedented NATO troop movements.
Yeah, and at the exact same time, they also invaded Ukraine. That's the interesting part about that. They leave that out.
Before Ukraine's war even began.
Responding to the region's recent moves, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov offered a scathing assessment. The Baltic countries, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, have long been deprived of any political independence and are acting as puppets of the European powers, following their orders to confront Russia and its allies.
To Moscow, the Baltic Evacuation Pact appears less a civil contingency plan and more a chapter in the West's broader strategic playbook, one that places civilians at the heart of military readiness. Far from defensive planning, the Baltic's Evacuation Pact marks a new phase in NATO's war posture. Not just tanks and missiles, but public protocols drafted for confrontation. As both blocs gear up, Russia's northern frontier is being redefined, not by diplomacy, but by drills, declarations, and a deepening expectation of war.
All right, that was actually recorded a few weeks ago. You got anything you want to add here, Johnny?
No, I don't. Other than the fact that we've looked at the defensive capabilities of the Baltics before all of this, and I mean the things that you've gone over before about the readiness from any kind of intercept or strike aircraft up there is minimal at best. And with the pullout from this morning, that just shows that they're willing to give that up. Estonia, given the maneuvers that are being taken now that we're watching, I mean, there's no way that this is being done as a training op, I don't think. And we're moving the special forces out of Germany right now. They're in the air. They're on their way up to Finland.
Yeah.
It looks to me like it's possible they're just going to let Estonia go, and they're going to see what happens after that.
Well, I think that they know that they can't protect that.
Yeah, there's no way. And if there's a move on the Suwałki Gap, then that means that they're going to be looking. We're going to be faced with a siege type situation, which means we're going to have to resupply the Baltics. At that point, we're bound by Article 5 to resupply and support the Baltics, but we would have to do that exclusively through the Baltic Sea. And with the amount of P8s that we've had up there in the last 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
What we've got up there now, the Germans are up there now.
They're
up there now.
The Swedes were all over Gotland Island last night.
Even
the
as they
US
should be. I mean, that's an unsync.
Flying over
Yeah,
Gotland.
it's Gotland Island is going to be key if we're going to hold any kind of presence in the Baltic, because as Jeff has pointed out on several occasions, Gotland Island is essentially it's an unsinkable aircraft carrier. So we need to maintain control of that.
Yeah, this just gets uglier by the minute. So, all right, my friend, I want to thank you for your time, and look forward to seeing you again later today. Give me a call.
we will be in touch
phone.
via text all day on. Yeah, I'm sure. So
yeah, give me a phone on the hotline. Give me a call on the hotline whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I sure will.
We will make it happen. All right, sir.
Very good.
Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you. All right, folks. That was Mr. Anderson, straight out of Germany. He's right over there, literally in the thick of it. So I got a lot I want to show you guys, but because I am rebroadcasting on YouTube, I can't. So I'm going to encourage all of the folks from YouTube to come over here. If you guys will bear with me a moment, I'm going to go put this link in over on YouTube and then end the broadcast on YouTube so I can show you the rest of the stuff that you need to see. I'll be right back. All right, folks, that's going to do it over here on YouTube. The link is at the top of the chat. We encourage you to come over there and take a look. Also, if you have not joined the KLW World News Network, now would be the time. That's going to do it for us here. We'll see you on Rumble. Where's that fucking pig?
That's all, folks.